WTF Nation Radio
is in the house.
There are many simple things in the world. Shovels. They are all different. Gardening shovel. Unloading shovel. Children's shovel. But there is also a different shovel. We use it when we come to the position. In short time, it helps us dig a trench which saves us from bullets. If a tank will pass over the trench, there is a high probability that it will not cause any harm to the soldier. We dig in the ground, deeper, and then connect the trenches with our friends to the left. In just a few hours, trenches are all connected. When we do not have an axe, we can use a shovel to cut a loaf of bread. A soldier uses a shovel as a paddle, crossing the wide river under enemy fire. If we run out of ammunition, we will use a shovel again. And then we'll move on. And when we get the order to stop, we'll take a shovel again and build around us an impregnable fortress. This fortress is defended by the army of Ukraine, our army.
Broadcasting live from the basement of the Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Freedom is the right of all sentient beings.
I looked my woman in the eye sockets. I told her straight out. I just said it, man. I said it. I said, bitch, I'm the man of the house.
You said bitch, though. You called your wife a bitch.
Oh, yeah.
This is a public service announcement from C.T. Fletcher. I will not contribute to the pussification of a nation. Get your punk ass out there and work for it, motherfucker.
Let's roll.
The Functional Veterans Center of Excellence on this Monday, the 16th of December, in the year of our dumpster fire, the longest decade ever, 2024. I'm your host, Massey's handling business. Massey's out doing some shit in Western North Carolina, so I kind of give him an excuse to be a little later, not show up. Anyway. Monday edition, U.S. Army WTF Moments, WTF Nation Radio. Deep within the basement of the Pentagon, somewhere in Area 51, maybe in the Alamo. Hell, somewhere in a silo out in the prairie in Kansas. Or Cheyenne Mountain. I'm your host. Welcome to the show. God, man. So, a drama-filled weekend. The last few days since Sergeant's time. Holy crap. Real quick, I just wanted to get something out of the way that we're going to talk about. Oh, my mic all low. Oh, the kid was in here goofing off with my stuff. So, there's been an AER update. If you guys go to U.S. Army WTF Moments, you will see a little tidbit and update about effective 1 January 2025. AER will be providing full travel grants. And holy crap, this I'm gonna tell you what, this is like old school What I mean, this is old school stuff that needs to happen. How do I say this? Do I say that like that? Did I say it right? AER has been needing to get updated on a lot of stuff due to the fact that it basically, like, of course, here's my AER propaganda. Propaganda. Always support AER. They are now effective 1 January 2025. AER will provide full travel grants for active duty soldiers and eligible family members for emergency travel. So there you go. That's the real quick. We're gonna go over during Sarden's time a little bit. And wait a minute, why am I messaging myself? Hey, what's going on here? So what's up, AER in the chats? AER in the chats. You guys are saying this is messaging the page too. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that. Well, did it really? Well, let me fix that right quick. I did not know that it was doing that. Let me post the article in there. My apologies. This was a real quick last minute. This needs to get posted. Lottie-dottie, everybody needs to see this post. So let me grab that and throw that in the chats for you guys, so that way you can see AER doing the and Vicky waving. Hey, what's up, AER? Just chilling in the chats. Just chilling in the chats. Let me post that in the article. And right, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna make sure that this gets like posted out to everybody, so that way we all can see it. So yeah, because the way it was posted up on the main page, I might have to repost that or something like that. Because the way it's looking, it's like, wait a minute. How can I help you? Yeah. So now, how can I help you post? Like a villain. That's right. So let me pull this up right here, because this is like I said, this is big news. And of course I will post this in the, and I can see the thing, all the little lights flashing and all that, because AER likes to go pew pew pew. There we go. It is in. There's it all in the chats right there. Bam, 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 bam. I see everybody's getting linked up. Bam, bam, bam. There we go. I see all the stuff on there. Can you post it to Twitter? Yes, I can post it to Twitter. Matter of fact, how do I use Twitter again? Let me look at Twitter. I'll post it up for you guys. Y'all can see it. Dun, 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 dun. My apologies. I'm rambling and going through, but sorry. I have to make sure this gets handled and gets posted. So that way the troops can get squared away and you guys can go ahead and look at the information yourself. So that way it does not, I know everybody likes to use the term misinformation, disinformation, this information. So there you go. So if you go to Twitter, everything's underneath the live on Twitter or X, and all of the links have been dropped inside the, that is so crazy. Why is it? It's acting like it's sending a message. It's not posting. We're getting some feedback in the inbox saying that the article that you posted, yeah, okay, well, shit, we fixed that, dude. Just fix that, right? Yep, there you go. So all of them should be linked up. Everyone should have their stuff posted. Y'all should see it on all the chats in the lives right now at US Army WTF Moments, WTF Nation Radio, to include the Facebook pages, the YouTube pages, the Twitter pages, and there it is. So, now that that's out of the way, we're going to be talking about it during Sergeant's time anyways, and then after this podcast, I'll check out to see why that link is the way it is. Why is it posting like that? So, anywho, so where do you guys want to start? You guys want to start with the drone drama? Holy crap! There's the social media threads. The web has been alive with the drama of drones. I mean, this is, dude, stop. This is like I was going to give you guys a public service announcement. If it looks like a light in the sky, don't shoot at it. Please don't shoot at it, because it's more likely a civilian aircraft flying low, or it could be your eyes are deceiving you at an airliner, or it could be a star or a planet. Don't do it. Am I going to give you guys some Raiders updates for? No, I'm not going to give you Raiders updates. I mean, I know it's Monday Night Football, but I'm for us working folk. Nah, man, I don't even want to look at it. I don't even want to look at it. So we'll talk about Raider stuff later. At any rate, I might. How about that? How about that, Braden? I might do that. So everyone's blasting freaking drones, or they think they're drones, or they have some sort of belief that the government is out. Now, look, I'm just like the next person. I don't trust the government either on a lot of stuff. But, dude, thank you, Gary. Thank you. That's exactly my point was. My next point was going to be. See, when you fire at something and it misses, unless you hit something, the rounds are going to land somewhere else and more than likely going to hit someone. Now, I'm not saying that everybody, of course, should have the right to shoot a drone down, but there's kind of like some FAA policy stuff. You know, it's illegal. A lot of individuals are now using freaking lasers to laze anything now. I'm pretty sure the NYPD and New Jersey law enforcement in New Jersey are getting some they're getting some freaking phone calls. I can just imagine you being flying in Newark, flying in LaGuardia. You gotta it's almost like Band of Brothers and shit. You got freaking, rounds exploding all over you because you got somebody out there freaking shooting rounds at you, thinking that you're gonna get hit. Thinking they're gonna hit a target. Yeah, exactly that. So at any rate, earlier today, there was a drone that was found. And I was like, yeah, there was a drone that was found. A huge drone found in Brooklyn is what the headline says. NYPD finds a huge drone. Yeah, exactly that, Braden. All this stuff is breaking news. Scoop. Breaking news. Scoop. Alert. This big mamma jamba was found in Brooklyn, belonging to a research and product development company called Amogy. A-M-O-G-Y. Not emoji, but A-M-O-G. A-M-O-G-Y. So, again, what's going on? What's going on with the drones? And they're just, yeah, exactly that. Everyone's posting to the point to where look, do you have to be that? Are you really that? I don't want to say that. Should I say that? Nah, I just say it. There are people that are that stupid that believe that fucking airplanes are drones or stars. Look at that. And then the way they take the footage of drones, they think they're shooting quote unquote drones. They focus it. I mean, look, how is it that somebody sends it and posts on social media, hey, look what I did with my iPhone, whatever, iPhone 13, 14. And they're, oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at the clear, sharp picture that I took with this. But then when it comes to all these quote unquote drones, they look like somebody like me with bad eyesight. It's like, dude, somebody forgot to put their glasses on. This shit's out of focus. Good point, Matt. Good point. I'm just reading it right now. The update that from what they're saying now, it looks like it was some sort of holiday decorations display. So again, who knows? All I'm saying is that stop shooting the drones, or stop shooting shit in the air that you think is drones. There are drones, but they're not. They're freaking like legit. They're just like, you ain't gonna hit shit. And also, you're gonna get in trouble for fucking firing weapons up in the fucking air. Did y'all see that fucking drone flying over there? And that's another thing too. New York and New Jersey. I don't know, man. Pip says Chris Christie really needs a drone that size to deliver his. Oh, I like McDonald's. Actually, you don't need to find that drone that size. So what some were stating, like Matt was posting on X. You can go ahead and go on into the chats on X. Yeah, if there were aliens, I'd have to go to Jersey first. I don't know, man. I'm just scoping out and shit. People are scoping. I don't know if they would go to Jersey. I don't know. Highlander was in New York and Jersey, right? So maybe, yeah. So the whole fucking drone fucking madness, dude. This is like a frantic freaking drones are here. Drones. Yeah, they won't go to Jersey first, man. Our luck, the drones will drive by, the aliens will drive by and say, this is the most ghetto shit ever. lock the doors, throw up the window. The earthlings are here. And drones that can lift a human are too strong, and some, yeah, exactly. Some people do use it for hunting. I do have myself. I have drones set as well. I was gonna post some social media pics of my drones doing drone things, but then I realized some grifting ass social media will grab it and go, yeah, look, this is a live drone from this place, and totally misname whatever. And then we'll fuzz it up because you notice that every time you see pictures of drones or somebody that's saying this is real, the video will be always fuzzy or really off, kind of putting. It just doesn't look right. It looks like it's out of phase. So I was thinking, yeah, I should do that. But then I was thinking about the responsibility of like, yeah, I mean, it's sitting, it's right here. It's, matter of fact, you guys want to see it or no? So I'll just say I have one right here. And it's fairly good size, and it's like this, and it's a big one. I call it the big slug because all the little FPV drones that I've been practicing and some of my friends have, and they fly around this little like the big slug like it's nothing. So that's why I just call it an old big slug that shoots 4K. Pretty good size drone. But again, I just please stop shooting the sky. That plane that you hear overhead is not a drone. The drone has a distinct sound to it. And I'm just saying, you're going to get in trouble. Now, of course, the skepticism of drones being up in the air to begin with, okay, I got it. I totally get it. I can totally see that. There's some issues. There's an issue with somebody fucking posting a picture of a briefing or whatever. So some of the things that I've seen on all the initial drones are military or some sort of government agency being tested. But the government knows that, and that's why they aren't doing anything about it. But now everyone's crying wolf and overreacting. Keith in the Facebook chat, yeah, exactly that, Keith. What up, Baconator? What up? The thing they're telling me the drones involved with the military and they're not shooting them down, especially in restricted airspace over bases. So, the White House National Security Advisor, communications dude, John Kirby, is sat for a pretty good interview with Bret Baier on Fox, and other, of course, they're not going to. Other media outlets aren't going to show Fox or whatever. So, let me just show you what. Let me just show you what John Kirby says, and then we'll let you guys decide, and we'll just parse it and all that. No apologies to Fox, since you like to take a lot of stuff from the WTF Nation anyways and use some of our content and not apologize and not give us credit. So suck it. There you go.
A lot of coverage. Where are you tonight on this?
As we look at the information we've got, Brett, and we've now examined some 5,000 different sightings, we've added detection capabilities, additional observers. As you and I stand here today, to date, our assessment is that this is lawful, legal, commercial, hobbyist, and even law enforcement aircraft activity. Some of it's manned, some of it's unmanned. We absolutely acknowledge that a lot of these are probably drones, but they're flying legally. And it is legal to fly drones in non-restricted airspace as long as you're registered with the FAA. And there's thousands and thousands of these kinds of flights every single day. I think there's more than 1 million drones that are registered with the FAA just in the United States alone.
But this is different, it seems. These are bigger. They're 6 feet in diameter, a lot of them. There was a reporter the other day that saw 50 coming from the coast at one, pack. I know when you first came out, you said that most of these are manned. Can you concede that maybe most of these are not manned?
That's why they're called fucking drones. Sorry. I'll let it continue. If Fox Kids kills the feed, don't worry. We don't. You can go to Twitter. I'll just restart the threads again. I'll restart again the stream on you guys because we've already had one strike on one of our YouTube. So let's play it.
Well, I said was at the time, and this was Thursday, when we were not as informed as we are today based on the resources we have applied to the problem set. I said many of the reported sightings we believe to be manned aircraft. That was true when we said it on Thursday. We still believe, Brett, that some of these are, in fact, manned aircraft. I couldn't give you a breakdown of what percentage, but we do believe that still some of these sightings are in fact manned aircraft. We also acknowledge that a lot of them are unmanned aircraft. But again, our assessment to date, given all the work that we've done, the FBI, state and local officials, that these are legal and lawful drones flying for the common good.
Okay, the Homeland Security Secretary said over the weekend that right now they don't have any foreign involvement, criminal activity. We don't see them as a national security concern. How can you get to that point? How can you get to that conclusion with what you're seeing?
Because we've done the analysis. We've done the detection and the analysis. We've corroborated the sightings. And in every case that we have examined to date, we have seen nothing that indicates a public safety risk. There are drones flying over the skies of the United States every single night, every single day, and we've seen nothing in and around New Jersey that should give the people on the ground there concerns for their safety for this activity. And we've seen nothing, working with the Department of Defense as well, that indicates a foreign adversary actor involved or any kind of pernicious national security threat. Now, there have been some drone sightings, I think, as you know, over some military bases. We're obviously looking at that. That is a different category, and DOD has different authorities to deal with that. But again, we've also seen...
All right, so... His analysis was looking... His analysis, yeah, exactly that, Matt. I can't believe they... I can't believe they haven't developed manned drones yet. So, quick class. If it flies by itself via remote control or autonomous, and there's no person in it, it's a drone. Oh, man. Manned or unmanned, I'm sorry, I just like... Ospreys are really big drones. Yeah, exactly. So, again, I'm just showing you what Fox News has posted, because they seem to have posted the only really, I don't want to say government explanation, but yeah, the only face to it. Let's continue.
Seen no disruption of operations at our bases in New Jersey either from any of this.
Okay, here's the president-elect today.
They know where it came from and where it went. And for some reason, they don't want to comment. And I think they'd be better off saying what it is. Our military knows and our president knows. And for some reason, they want to keep people in suspense.
What's your answer to that?
Well, I think it goes back to the first question you asked me, Brett. I mean, we have made an assessment based on the work we've done thus far, and our assessment is that this is lawful and legal activity, whether it's manned or unmanned.
So there you go. D. Treasy has spoken. There's some shadiness going on. Oh no! But again, I was near the here or there, exactly. His analysis, yeah. Let me read the comments out of here again. For Matt, you had one of the best ones in there. I can't believe they haven't developed manned drones yet. From Baconator, his analysis was looking at the other webpage, and it was neither here or there. Pip says, where's the flight tracker data? FAA tracks that stuff for ones that size. Ospreys are really big drones. So that Osprey. Speaking of Osprey, were you making that comment because of my coffee mug that I just had here? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, trust me, from a guy whose Afghanistan withdrawal was a success. Yeah. No, look. Flight tracker doesn't have drones. Pip. There's no drone flight tracker. If that makes any sense. It'll show up on radar, or be seen, whatever, depending on the size and depending on its flight profile. But some states, I think the FAA rules. Hang on, let me just double check. FAA rules for drones. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, somebody just said there's one for weight and there's one for over specific weight and all that. So I'm just what you guys are just throwing in the comments, and I just see it right there. FAA drones for under 250 grams, 249 grams, or over and above. Yeah, I should say. We still have flying submarine. What are you talking about? So the rules that the FAA says that you're supposed to be flying a drone is 400 feet maximum allowable at altitude, unless you are at an altitude that has exceeded that at a higher elevation. Does that make sense? So, like, if you are at an altitude, if you are at a high altitude, say sea level, 0 feet above sea level, 400. But if your elevation is a little bit higher, obviously the elevation, you have to take into account for higher from the elevation there. So it's 400 feet from, like, say, 6,000 feet. You got to do some math and yada, 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 and all that. So, yeah, the whole thing is that there is, like you were saying, there's got to be some special test requirements. And I think the FAA does its own stuff. I let my shit expire. I let my commercial drone pilot stuff expire. You can have a pilot handler's certificate, and also you can have a commercial drone certificate. So I let my shit expire. So I have to get back to the books again to do that stuff. But did I see Representative Massey's post? No, what was I supposed to see? What post you talking about, Musa? What you talking about? Yeah, 1,000 cheeseburgers AGL. Yeah, exactly. What are you talking about, Musa? What post, man? You got to be more specific. Is it on Twitter? Is it on Facebook? Let me see. Let me go over here over to the What if you live at 14,000 feet? Exactly that. That's what I'm saying. Your drone, I've seen drone dive competitions, stuff like that. What did Massey say, Musa? Because if it's something that we're talking about something different, I just want to see what if we're in the same. Yeah, I know who he is, but what did he post? I know who he is. I'm asking, what post are you referring to, Musa? On Facebook. That narrows it down, dude. Well, how recent is this? I ain't got time to be researching, so you tell me what's up. What'd you see? I ain't got time to research. I ain't got time to bleed. Come on. I know there's a delay, so by the time you hear this, you should be able to hear it. Now, let me look at it and see what you're talking about. As of 9 hours ago? Are you talking about 10 hours ago, 15 hours ago, or what? Dude, he's posted what? The latest post? Is that what you're talking about, Musa? Dude, come on, man. Work with me here. I'm trying to engage you to see what content you're discussing. Are you talking about the recent post? As of 9 hours ago, the DOJ IG report reveals that the FBI paid a confidential human source to travel to D.C. on January 6th. Is that what you're talking about? Dude, stop. Dude, I don't know what you're talking. I don't know what you're trying to get, is what I'm saying. If that's what you're talking about, his recent post that he just posted, Congressman Thomas Massey out of Kentucky, said that the FBI knew about a confidential informant, human source, that traveled to D.C. in for January 6th. So yeah, dude. Anyways, if you ain't got a reference, dude, I'm not gonna sit there and try to speak in parables or whatever, dude. This is like, you gotta help me out here. Did you see the post that so and so did? Musa, come on, man. You gotta walk the dog on this one with me, bro. You gotta help me out with this one, because I was already about ready to talk to the next story about everybody flipping out about the TikTok ban. Did you hear about the TikTok ban? What is happening to TikTok? The new proposed TikTok ban that's happening. President-elect Trump met. I don't know what you're talking about, Musa, because you only said one thing and you weren't specific, man. So I'm already moving on the next story. So So President-elect Trump met with TikTok CEO Zhu Xu on Monday to discuss ahead of a possible U.S. ban on TikTok. Now, of the TikTokers that I know, of the TikTokers that are people's family that use TikTok, I just said, hey, what's everyone's talking about TikTok being banned? And holy crap, I just got a real quick slew of a stitch inbound, whatever you want to call it, of individuals who are freaking out because TikTok is going away. And that this is a bill that President Joe Biden signed this year that would ban TikTok in the U.S. effective January 19th, unless its Chinese ownership agrees to divest its interest. Fair enough, right? TikTok asked the Supreme Court, though, to block it, which the Federal Appeals Court upheld this month. And President Joe Biden can also grant the app a one-time 90-day reprieve. Now, I saw two effects of this. I saw one where everyone's freaking out, freedom of speech, blah, 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 even though it's a platform. And then everyone was like pissed off. Well, as soon as it was revealed that President-elect Trump met with TikTok CEO, everyone changed their tune. All of a sudden, everybody's there was this one I don't have TikTok, but I saw one. There was this one influencer, one TikTok user that said, this is bullshit. They take TikTok away, blah, blah, blah. But if President Trump, I'll have to find it. If President Trump stops TikTok from being banned, they put on a mega hat. Oh, man. So at any rate, so TikTok, there you go. President-elect Trump did say that he has a warm spot for TikTok at a news conference early in the day, saying, we'll take a look at the app and a possible ban. He was talking about the post you just read about the FBIC. Yeah. I got it. Exactly. Are you talking to Moose? Are you talking to me? Hey, guys, I'm not going to engage. If you're not going to fuck it, I'll stop. So obviously, with his inauguration coming in January 20th, that's the day after the law is set to take effect. So make awesome gravy again, yeah. So Trump and Chew were scheduled to meet at Mar-a-Lago, but TikTok did not immediately respond to the request for comment on the planned meeting. So at his news conference, President-elect Trump said he did not mention the meeting, but also thought that his electoral victory was in part to the use of TikTok, which everyone always thought it was different. Everyone always thought that TikTok was going to be the revolution for Vice President Harris and Tim Walz to take the election, and obviously, yeah. So he said he did not mention it with Chew, but he said his electoral victory. He's like, I won the youth by 34 points. I think I looked at some stats. Even though there are those who are saying that TikTok has something to do with that, Trump lost voters 18-29, though, according to a national exit poll. Again, this is an exit poll. I think it's like one of those things to where there's discussion. This is going to be tied to this too, this conversation. There's discussion that there is an introduction of a bill. Somebody wants to get rid of the fucking Electoral College. They're already talking about that shit. And when I saw that, I'm like, dude, stop. Do you think the Chinese intelligence threat people think inherently is problematic as Washington's made? I think there is a problem, but it's no different than you using Facebook to engage us right now. So because Facebook is just as global as TikTok. Now, some individuals that you'll notice some fake accounts coming up that's got some weird ass, you see some weird ass, some weird wingdings or something like that. We've even got comments in the inbox stating that we got some bots in there or something like that. We have filters and bots and stuff like that, bot management to get rid of the bots and blocking, and some of it requires some physical blocking, but it's no different than you using Facebook on it. All of a sudden, you'll get some weird link in your messenger that says, "Hey, click here because of this." And the next thing you know, you click on it, or your relative, your elderly relative clicks on that, and they go, "Oh, I have." All of a sudden, all my friends' lists are gone, and all of a sudden, my account's being held by whatever. And then Facebook can't do anything about it. You pretty much lose the account. So I see TikTok the same way. Now, do I see TikTok and its algorithms pushing a specific? Yes. I think the algorithms now are so out of control, just like Facebook. Like the reason why U.S. Army WTF Moments is so restricted, which doesn't really send out notifications, doesn't really send out, hey, you want to follow this page, or U.S. Army WTF, because the algorithms now are so they're so fucked up now that they can no longer control it. We got dinged for a post that was posted in 2021. We got dinged for a post that was posted in 2016, and everyone freaked out about it. And you got so it's no different using TikTok now. Yeah, exactly that. TikTok is bad. Let me order stuff off of Tmall on my iPhone to be safe. So again, they're the ones that you're giving up. You're giving it up anyways right now using Facebook. You're giving it up right now already using X or YouTube. YouTube, I take that back. YouTube is actually not so. I've not seen any issues with YouTube except for them or no, actually I take that back. They did deplatform us because of a show that Friday Night Freedom did, just talking about COVID, and the next thing you know, everybody freaked the fuck out, and they ended up freaking like we couldn't do shit to the page. What's up, Branko? So, my reference when I'm talking about the about this Democrats, Senator Dick Durbin out of Illinois, Democrat, and Senator Brian Schatz, depends on how you say it and depends what dialect you use. Schatz, I'll say it, or is it Schatz, whatever. Dick Durbin introduced an amendment to abolish the quote-unquote undemocratic electoral college and go by the popular vote, right? So he's introduced... you geocate low server every time you... Yep. TikTok is the least concerns. Hey, I just like seeing people unhinged on TikTok. To me, it's funny watching individuals go absolutely like, God, y'all need to fucking... Damn. Exactly that. Your Google apps, your weather map, location services only when using app. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Fuck it. Find me. It'll save you in the end. Trust me. I'm just talking about here. You're not using TikTok or whatever. So Dick Durbin and Brian Schatz and Senator Peter Welch have introduced a constitutional amendment that would abolish the Electoral College of Voting. Man. So because they lost the election, the presidential election, they're butthurt now and want to change it? I bet you if Harris and fucking Tim Walz had won the way Trump had won, I guarantee it that'd have been, oh, see, our system works. Even the Electoral College and the popular vote, see, they would have waved it in everybody's face. See, MAGAs, see. But when they lose, I'm going to tell you what, they're the biggest fucking sore losers on the planet. Jesus Christ. I thought MAGAs were fucking, God, holy shit. Nah, man. The left has gone fucking apeshit about this. So much now they're, oh no, now we have to do this. Yeah, exactly. It's a good point, Pip. Good point. They have a better chance of getting rid of daylight saving times. So the Electoral College was established in the U.S. Constitution by the country's founding fathers as a compromise between the election of a president by a vote of Congress and the election of a president by a popular vote. The Electoral College consists of 538 electors representing all 50 states. The majority of 270 votes is required to elect a president. Each state has one elector for each member of congressional delegate, one for each member of the House of Representatives, and 2 for each senator. So, you didn't like it? You didn't like how the election turned out, huh? I wish they would get, if you don't, exactly. If you don't win, change the rules, Musa. Exactly that. Kelsey says, I wish they would get rid of daylight saving times. That's a good conversation right there, right? What would you get rid of it falling backward? Like when you set the hour, when you set the clocks back, or would you do it setting it forward? Where would you keep it at? You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Oh, dude, you ain't lying, Baconator. Oh my God, both left and right are getting too fucking hinged, man. Unhinged. Like now and that's the thing about social media amplifying some of this unhingedness. Somebody said that I saw on social media post that the last time the Democrats were this angry about the Electoral College, they started the Civil War. Ooh, spicy take. Spicy take. I mean, if you really want to work it that way and get rid of the Electoral College, what would you do? How would you do it? At what point then? What would you do to reinforce? Pip, why are you talking about? Why you? See, you guys are pissing me off throwing Raider scores in there. Oh my God, I would not rather have my kid ride for dinner. My kid gets off the bus from school. Yeah, so that's what I was thinking too. I can't. It's time to walk the dog again. Yeah. So again, going back and someone brought up a good, and in some of the chats that I'm in, or some people going back and forth on conversation. Okay, so once you abolish the Electoral College, then how will we know that the votes would be secured to do this? Would you get, because everyone thinks that one thing won't cascade into another. Now, I personally think that, hey, okay, voter ID and the day that you vote, unless you're obviously in the military, U.S. citizen abroad with the absentee ballots, yada, 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 right? So if that happens, same day voting, no more fucking late or early voting. Like right now, California just fucking closed they just counted all the ballots just now, middle of December. Oh, I should say like a couple days ago or something like that. Voter ID. That's it. Voter ID. That way, you know that you make sure that everyone says, well, you make sure that one person vote. Yeah, there you go. Voter ID. And that's it. Voter ID. That one day. Now, of course, again, the military, Americans stationed overseas, Americans that are abroad serving, because we do have that. And there you go. That's it. That's it. That's it. No 3-day wait vote. And also, you should make Election Day a national holiday. That's it. That'll be it. Yeah, put your finger in an ink bottle. Yeah, like in Iraq. Exactly. It's kind of funny, huh? We're able to get. Can I say that? Can I say we were involved in the elections in Iraq? It's kind of funny now. We saw the Iraqis vote some shit, and everything was counted the same fucking day, and they bloop bloop right there, bam. I see what you're saying. Good question. Okay, so federal or state? I'd say both. I say states reform that, since they're no longer going to be part of the Electoral College, right? There's no Electoral College. So then at that point, then the states would have to be reformed and how to vote. And this would be a template for their own state elections. And that's it. There you can't have one effect and then, okay, we'll leave the other shit and the other stuff that could possibly fix. Okay. Everyone talks about technicalities and voter fraud and yada, yada, yada. There you go. Then fine. Voter ID. No early voting. Make the election day. Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying, Kelsey. I would make the mail-in voting or absentee ballots. That's a good, that was kind of like the point I was making, like individuals who are of a certain age, they're disabled, they can't fucking move, blah, 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 blah. That I understand. But you got to register your ID to do it. You got to register to vote with that. I don't understand why people make a big deal about it. You say you're disenfranchising people and stuff. Like, you can do mail-in ballot. If you want to do absentee ballots, that's fine. Iraq has better voting. Yeah, so what Kelsey said that I'm agreeing with as well is that I think mail-in ballots are necessary ahead of time for homebound folks and people who have transportation issues. So yeah, so like individuals who are like paralyzed, or individuals who have mobility issues or disabled, they can't, do it. It's like Ash. It's like, do it like Ash Sunday. They put colors on your forehead. But the jizz on your face. I mean, come on, dude. You can't say that for Ash Sunday. Yeah, I agree with the ID requirement. Yeah, the ID requirement. Once you give the ID card and just say you're here and you're authorized to vote in this country, then that's it. I don't see what's so controversial about that. Of course, this is only saying if we get rid of the Electoral College. But you kind of gotta have there's some like processes involved. You just can't pass a bill gonna pass a bill, gonna introduce it to Congress, and there you go. You need to have a constitutional amendment to do this, which means that all the states have to ratify it. And the states that would lose their fucking relevance and all this would be like, fuck that. I ain't fucking doing this shit. Nah. Just posturing. Pre-posturing to give the incoming, the inbound administration drama. That's all it is. Yeah, but we get to keep TikTok. Exactly. If we keep TikTok, that's what I will get. The Iraqi elections. What was that? America's Got Talent. Freaking. What's the other one? What was the other one? American Idol. It's pretty easy, right? What would voter ID look like? Well, I mean, there's some countries. Since everyone says we like to emulate other countries have they have CACs for their ID as well, or for their identification for medical insurance and stuff like that. They have CACs. They use CACs for that. Common access cards, not CAC card, because then you'd be saying common access card. It's CAC. So again, that's let's try it and see what happens. I guarantee it won't pass. There'll be some states that'll be like, what the fuck are you talking about? We're not getting rid of the Electoral College. You're just doing this because you're butthurt because you lost. Because I guarantee it, if the Republicans did this, had Harris won, everyone would be like, oh, did you see, bro? Did you know the highest court in the land is a basketball court above the Supreme Court? That's a dad joke right there. Fine. Jesus. Oh, look at the fucking scores, man. God. You guys are killing me with the score stuff. I can't say killing me on there. No, I know. Let's see. What are the scores? What's happening with the scores? I ain't want to look, man. I ain't want to look. We're talking about the scores, dude. What about freaking the Army losing to the fucking Navy? God. Sorry, I digress. Their argument showing ID to vote is racist is like the people who will pick the crops argument. Yo, yeah, big time, Braden. Big time. There are actually white liberals think that minorities don't know how to use the internet. Go Navy. Oh yeah, I forgot I got Marine fans in here. All right, let's see what the scores are right now for fucking for the NFL right now currently. The Raiders are getting their asses kicked once again by the Atlanta Falcons, 7-3. There you go. Second quarter. Mississippi. Oh, no, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing college sports. I'm just look. You got the Raiders score out of me, so let's go ahead and move on from that. Let's move on from that. I'm not doing that. Yeah. So, anyways, go back to the Army Navy game. Aside from the badass suits, badass uniforms, aside from the badass, yeah, I'll just say that. No, is the Ramos on the Navy team related? No, and if Colin Ramos was related to me, he was a Navy guy, I would disown him. We would not. We don't pay. You're not invited to the tamale making. Sorry. No relation. Colin Ramos, player for the U.S. Naval Academy. No, he's not related. The Latinx folks don't have IDs. Yeah, them Latinxes. I'll tell you what, them Latinx. You damn Latinx. Yes, we did, Ants. We discussed drones earlier. That's why we kind of like laughed at it. Don't shoot the drones. Don't shoot anything that you think is a drone because it could be a plane. or a star or a planet. So, yes, there you go. There's a score. Matter of fact, I'll keep the scores up for the Raiders. There you go. There. Peaches, we just win. Yeah. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, Susan. Hi, Susan. I've seen you in the chat all sparkly today. So, anyhow, what was the next topic we were going to talk about? Yeah, so, Patrick, yeah, exactly that. So, weather balloons. So, weather balloons are free game. Yeah, shoot the moon, see what happens. I want to see some people try to shoot. No, I can't say that because then, of course, the way the web is nowadays, anything that I say, people will say, see, it's your fault because of that person. Blah, 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 blah. Freedom of speech doesn't count when it comes to So again, don't be shooting drones there. There you go, Ant. I posted the drone warning, the drone disclaimer. So, yep, second quarter, Atlanta up 7-3 against the Raiders. That's it. There you go. I think we're gonna take this is break time. The top of the hour should have been 15 minutes ago, but I started a little late. It was delayed. So let me freaking I shot down a bullet once. Yeah. Did we get any traction setting up a WTF office in the White House? Because we are important. I've been told that podcasters and influencers may have an opportunity to be around the press corps. More dinging on that. And more than likely, of course, you guys will be the first to know because we'll be all giddy and happy about it should that happen. I think it'd be pretty cool. So we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. So y'all go hit the head, refill your glasses, smoke them if you got them. Smoke, puff, pass if you got a DT-14, if you got them. Shots. We'll be right back.
If that's really a thing and I get authorized to do it once, it's pretty much going to be me sitting there talking shit like constantly.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Take it from me, Ice. You can't just float around space not caring about stuff forever.
The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Shit in the bag, Pogue. What is this Facebook Live? I've never heard of this shit.
In the barracks where the madness breeds, a soldier's tale of wild misdeeds, from the chow hall to the PT grind. You won't believe the things you'll find. Drill sergeant's rage, a fiery storm. Private tensions far from the norm in the shadows where the secrets lie. Army WTF you can't deny. Army dive of the stories unfold. In the heart of the chaos the truth is told. From the field to the base the legends grow. Army dive of the force, the madness we know. A Humvee stuck in the mud so deep. A midnight rain, no time for sleep. Emerge straight like golden hand. The strangest sights in this foreign land. Drill sergeant's rage, a fiery storm. Private antics far from the norm in the shadows where the secrets lie. Army WTF you can't deny. Army dive of the stories unfold. In the heart of the chaos the truth is told. From the field to the base the legends grow. Army dive of the force, the madness we know. mud so deep, I'm in that rain, no time for sleep. And we're treated like golden hand. The strangest sights in this foreign land. Drill sergeants rage, a fiery storm. Private antics far from the norm in the shadows where the secrets lie. Army WTF you can't deny. Army WTF, the stories unfold. In the heart of the chaos, the truth is told. From the field to the base, the legends grow. Army WTF, the madness we know. In the ranks where the wildlings roam. Every soldier's got a tale of their own. From the absurd to the downright strange. Army WTF, it never will change. So raise a glass to the tales untold. In the Army's world where the brave and bold live the moments that make us say Army WTF every single day.
I am here determined to stop this future atrocity.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I suggest we use it.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I find your lack of faith disturbing. Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Knowledge, yes, we will cover this. This one was actually pretty quick. We've had several alerts that have come out, and just want to let you guys know that how do I say this? When an alert goes up and we post about it, that means that we have engaged and discussed with different organizations that have posted this. So, for instance, there's been active shooting events, active threat events, and we get the information before it gets posted, and generally while we're gathering the information, it gets posted up to the next at the top of the hour, if that makes any sense. And the reason why is that if we keep flowing up with every single fucking rumor that comes out, then you fucking it just ends up being a freaking, I'll say it, man. I'm going to tell you what, these spouses groups, holy crap. The most biggest drama infested places on the planet. We're not part of it. We get screenshots and everybody else, and we get invitations to be in the spouses groups and stuff like that. Some of the admins are who have spouses and are spouses themselves that are in just because of their area that they're at. But we're at US Army WT, but we're not and holy shit. So the incident that happened on Fort Liberty, formerly known as Fort Bragg, and the incident that happened at Fort Eisenhower, we were on top of it. We were working with the organizations to post the information from them, as opposed to getting it second, third hand from wherever. And we do appreciate, though, some of the media outlets that are patient with us when this stuff happens. Everyone's like literally standing on, hey, did you guys see this? Did you guys see this? That whole, I want to get this shit posted first because I want to be the first for clicks and likes, ain't gonna fucking do it. Susan says, bruh, I've said from the start, I do not date military. Nope, and not even you. Somebody messing with you inside the in the chats there, Susan? Okay. What's up, Coach? See the coach in there. What do you say? I'm glad we can still hear Cause every Monday and Thursday. Hey, what's up, man? Yep, you're in a fucking mood tonight? Yeah, okay. Pasta Ducci on the left hand side. I said. Oh, man, it's a classic song. So, if you guys don't know, there was an event that happened on Fort Liberty, formerly known as Fort Bragg. That situation was contained as quick as it started. All right, so not going to do the blow-by-blow or the details or whatever unless it's posted in media or whatever. Then if the command says, hey, this is what happened. This is the event. We posted it. We forwarded it. We got with the organizations, and bam, there you go. That's it. Now, Fort Eisenhower, formerly known as Fort Gordon, details were immediately thrown out because we'll put out there because it was a... If it's in media, it gets posted. If it's in media, it gets discussed. But I will say this: I feel you, Susan. Oh man, I get my AAR propaganda to freaking fan myself. I hear you, girl, man. So details have already been out. Everyone said that there was an active shooter event that was happening at Fort Eisenhower. And it was over the weekend, and it was not an active shooter. It was a shooting event. And we got the details. I mean, it was posted. It's going to be shared. The article is going to be shared on U.S. Army WTF Moments Facebook page, so you'll see that. But I will give you a highlight or discussion what it was. It was a love triangle. It was a love triangle that left one soldier dead and put, obviously, the installation on lockdown. Everyone, of course, thought it was an active shooter. There was a drill that was happening. We got video going back and forth of soldiers running, as soon as the, post was back. Again, we got all this information, but we were working with all our points of contact at Fort Eisenhower to, hey, can you post this? Can you post that? Share this, share that. This is what happened, blah, blah, blah. So they're the ones that wanted us to put that information out for them, both at Fort Liberty and at Fort Eisenhower. So go back to Fort Eisenhower. So the authorities say that Natravian Landry, 25 of Abbeville, Louisiana, an Army National Guard soldier assigned to the 11th 48th Transportation Company at Fort Eisenhower, fatally shot a man that he found in bed with the mother of his child. Now, this is not rumor, conjecture, yada, yada. This is a press release that is from, what news outlet is this? This is 12 and 26 on your side out of Augusta, I guess. Yeah. The victim, Sergeant Andre S. Stewart, Jr. of Clarksville, Tennessee, an Army reservist out of Fort Meade, died at the hospital about an hour later after being shot in the chest around 7:30. So Landry was arrested 3 hours after the shooting, charged with one count of murder. He was due in court on Monday for initial appearance before a U.S. magistrate, Judge Brian K. Epps. The detention hearing was set for Wednesday in federal court, which is handling the case because the crime happened at an Army post. Fort Eisenhower gate records show Landry came onto the post around 4:45 a.m., reported for drill, and was released at 7 a.m. According to investigators, records reflect that he was to report again at 8 a.m. after an hour break. Landry drove to the on-post home of his child's mother and got there around 7:15. According to investigators, she said she was in a romantic relationship with Stewart, something that she said Landry was jealous of, and they were in bed that morning. She said she woke up to a commotion in her bedroom and saw Landry standing near the entrance of the room. She walked over to Landry. Now, mind you, this is a news report by media. It's not fucking like Cheeseman shit. Rumant. She walked over to Landry and tried to talk to him. When she turned away, she heard a gunshot from Landry's position, according to investigators. Witnesses in the home said a relative of the woman had been outside when Landry drove up and asked whose truck was parked there, and Landry forced his way when the relative tried to go back inside, according to investigators. You notice everything's got according to investigators on this. Another witness said they heard a gunshot and saw the flash in the hallway, and investigators were told that there was a struggle between Landry and one of the witnesses, who stumbled to the floor and fell down the stairs. One witness said she saw Landry hit Stewart 4 times with a gun before shooting him and then leaving. He reportedly left the post in a Toyota Camry. I mean, this is like narrowed down exactly what details they were, and left Fort Eisenhower. Just went on lockdown at 7:50 a.m. That's when the alerts started going off for law enforcement agencies to watch out for him. So investigators said they used surveillance camera, cell phone pings, and other means to track down the vehicle. And Landry was caught on south of Atlanta on Interstate 85. So Meriwether County Sheriff's received a report that a car was in the area, so they watched out for it southbound. I-85, mile marker 29. I mean, they're giving us like straight details to the finite detail. According to authorities, when the car showed up, deputies conducted a felony traffic stop, saw the suspect toss a 9mm handgun out of the car window. The gun was recovered along with other evidence, and Landry was taken in for question. So he admitted to, among other things, shooting the victim. Investigators wrote in a court filing charging him with murder. So, word from the command, just real quick, just to say our Fort Eisenhower team suffered a tragedy this weekend, and our thoughts and prayers are with the grieving family. I remain focused on supporting anybody impacted indirectly or directly by this incident. And this was Major General Ryan Genovic, Commanding General of the Cyber Center of Excellence and Fort Eisenhower. I commend the swift action of the entire team and our community partners who together are committed to safety, security, and care for those in pain. So, yeah, exactly that, Bacon. There's tons of video in there. So there's a final. Okay, so let me scroll up to the comments. Okay, Pip says this was a Jody event. Don't know. She probably broke up or something like that. Could be. I don't know. That nobody. The status of the relationship was not specified. Patrick says, where's the fine line between shooting event and an active shooter? Is it related to being a single focused target? That's a good question. I know a lot of anti-gun lobbyists like to say any shooting is an active shooter because they consider that an active shooter. Anybody who's shooting anybody is considered an active shooter. But on a military installation, I mean, obviously they had to follow procedures to lock down the installation. Anytime, obviously, somebody is discharging a firearm that it's not authorized, obviously if it's not a range or something like that, or counterfiring at an ACP. Lex, if the base PAOs contact Army WTF, does that give us like high credibility status? Man, Lex, I don't know. You tell me. We have certain leaders. As a matter of fact, we have certain leaders that are on that installation that think that we're insider threats. They've called me an insider threat. Said I was an insider threat because I work with Army PAOs. And the stuff that we post is a disruption to good order and discipline. Does it feel like it? I don't know. I do know some public affairs personnel personally, and of course in my contacts with public affairs offices that decide to contact us for a story or contact. Yeah, I would say that our relationships intertwine a little bit, kind of like hey, something's going on here. You let me know. Something's out there. Some individuals think that we're not even that we're soft because we do this. Some individuals think that because we don't blast like we used to. I'm going to tell you there's a method to the madness. That we've now been compromised. That we now are bootlicking admins. We work for the man. We're not for the common Joe. Well, here's the way I see it. The method to the madness is that if something is highlighted and it's brought up to an organization, and if they don't post about it, or they don't talk about it, or they don't handle it, then obviously it's going to be posted. But if the issue's resolved, if something gets sent to the inbox, I'll just say, hey, now purely for an example, of course, this is a hypothetical, purely hypothetical. Something happens, it hits U.S. Army WTF Moments' inbox. We send to said leader at Fort Blank, and then they go, hey, you got this shit happening here. Some leaders don't even know that that's happening. Some leaders will go, shit, I don't know what was happening. Appreciate the shout out. Then we get a follow-up from that said leader from Fort Blank. Oh, yeah, we fixed this shit. This individual is going to be handled. Thank you. Thank you, drive-through. Incident closed out. But for some reason, the rage clickers and the clickbait guys, the angry, raw, seem to think that it deserves a post anyways. So if it's been resolved, and everything's been fixed, does it deserve a post? No, it does not. So in a way, look, man, I mean, think about it. A lot of people are like, oh, you guys hate no, we don't fucking hate the Army. We love the Army. The Army's fucking awesome. Badass. Soldier for life. Yada, yada, yada. We just want the Army to the shit that we post that the Army says, it's what the U.S. Army WTF Moments. What the fuck? What the fuck is this? What the fuck? What the fuck? Kind of like in the name. Don't be swingers, kids. It could lead these to someone being full of lead. Your public service is down for the day. Yeah, he's gonna get thrown in Leavenworth. Murdered by the case. Yeah, murder was the case that they gave me. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yo, what's up, everybody? Jody knows better than fuck with me. I'll slaughter him just for looking. Damn, Susan in the chat's being angry and stabby. Yep, tons of videos. Dependents should be charged with adultery when caught jodying. Can't really charge them with that. I mean, that's not a convict. Their family members don't fall under the UCMJ. Dependents are not my problem. Good luck, bro. Leave me out of it. I hate it when this type of thing happens. It's basically usually drunk kids snapping and having issues. Braden, free Gold Corp. Someone needs to get checked from the ground up. Oh man. So again, that's why I always when you see something that's getting posted, you know, I mean we could go back, but that's kind of like disingenuous, right? That's kind of like fucking the units over. If we know something, say something, right? I wouldn't dick over the Army like that if there's an incident happening and they didn't know about it. Some of the senior leaders that did not know on Fort whatever, name your installation, and we brought something to their attention that they didn't know about, and they properly slammed them. Which is, you notice some of the stories that you see posted, shared from different media outlets, Task and Purpose, New York Post, Breitbart, name who, Reuters, whatever. They hit us and engage us in the inbox. Hey, we saw a post that you did. You want to talk about that? Do you want to talk about that? Yeah, let's talk about that. Who do you want to talk to? Who did it? Who sent it? There you go. All DMs secured. Article gets done up, and guess what? It's shared in the morning. 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So to all the ragers out there and the clickbaiters that get pissed off when we don't post something, probably got fixed. So like for instance, we posted some guy's soldier that was on a railhead detail on crutches. That's fucked up, right? That's immediate. Everything has, hey, anybody want to reach out to us and talk to us? Why? The soldier's reporting to railhead in a boot. Post it. There you go. Easy fix. Of course, the comments in there's like, oh, Misery Loves Company, blah, 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 blah. Who knows? Maybe he be on guard. But hey, just one of those things. That's a WTF, right? What the fuck is a dude on railhead detail walking around in crutches? So yeah, we always get that. We get some angry messages in the inbox. Why did you fucking post that? Why did you blah, blah, blah. Everyone just needs to shut up and be in the Christmas spirit. How about that? At any rate, so that was a story that happened at Fort Eisenhower. Fort Liberty, more details will come out of that. I'm pretty sure it will come out in a news story as well. So that's, and given in respect that, given the respect that 18th Airborne Corps' leadership and, Public Affairs Office, there we go. We're cool. So that's really how it works. I don't understand how to do that. Because then at that point it might be a non-issue. Post something, it gets fixed. You didn't know about it. I will say that the team and everybody else, I will give a shout out myself to the leaders out at the 101st Airborne Division. And I'm gonna tell you what, there was some, man, there was action upon action and leaders in the inbox working with us. That's sing exactly that. Everyone shut up and Merry Christmas. Sing Christmas carols or else. Exactly that. Sports bar, ho fucking ho. So again, man. Where's the eggnog? Ooh, yeah, you know what? Oh, for Sergeant's time, I'm gonna drink some eggnog. I kind of got, I gotta ration my eggnog. You know what I mean? Because I put some spicy egg. I will be drinking spicy eggnog for Thursday. Next week, this Thursday is coming up for Sergeant's Time. Will be the last Sergeant's Time for 2024. So I will be drinking some spice. Hell, I might wear a Santa Claus hat or something like that. Ho ho ho. So, anyways, I just want to give a shout out to the leaders inside the 101st Airborne Division. You guys might have seen a post that got everybody freaking out. You don't like eggnog? Dude, sacrilege, man. Sacrilege. Now, this issue has been resolved. So if you get mad at us or something like that, the situation's been resolved. So knock it off. Issue's been resolved. So what we're going to post here has already been fixed, but we're just keeping you guys an update. You guys remember this, right? You guys remember seeing this on Friday? soldier was, there was some barracks being moved and stuff like that. Soldiers didn't have enough rooms, yada, yada. So there were some individuals that stayed in the hallway. Now, again, this was fixed, so don't get fucking pissed off. Don't get all, oh my God, outrage. So we posted it. And as soon as we posted it, the team was like, okay, let's get ready for some traffic. Because here it comes. Sure as shit, as soon as we posted it, the next thing you know, we had leaders that I thought were going to be like, oh, you guys are dicks, blah, blah, blah. No, we actually had leaders come in and said, hey, let's help out from across the installation on Fort Campbell to ensure that those soldiers that were living out of their cars, living in the hallway, all had rooms secured while the rooms were being moved around. I guess there were some room moving situations. Ants, outrage. I want to speak to the manager. This is an atrocity. War crimes. We joke about it now, but so there was a heavy leader engagement in the inbox from across the installation at Fort Campbell and within, of course, within the 101st, and they were able to get this shit squared away. So we updated the post, right? Troops are out of the hallways and moved into different buildings. Eyes on and walkthrough confirmed. Individuals that sent us this information kind of like FaceTimed us. Sorry, can we say that? Can we? I don't want to bust a source or whatever, but videoed a walkthrough of no soldiers in the hallways, no soldiers sleeping in their car. So there you go. So we updated the post. So that was it. Would you rather have us posted like that with no correction or no assistance to help, or go on and do the rage clicking stuff? Edward Barlow says, I like my eggnog like I like my women. Without somebody's cock in it? Okay. That's... I don't think. I mean, whatever that means. So basically, WTF is legit now. People appreciate your post making the world a better place one meme at a time. No. No, ants. That's the thing. We're unappreciated, but we're always needed. Man, we get hate. We get hate. Fucking just hate. Get your own fucking platform if you don't like the way we fucking do it. We even assist more than any media outlet that will, like, in the event a situation's fixed, or, hey, this is giving me too much shit, I'm going to get in trouble, blah, blah, blah. Could you please take it down, blah, blah, blah. What is it? What happened? No, you better take that down. Why? We engage the audience. So we've even had can I say this? We've even had law enforcement engagements. Hey, that's part of an investigation. Could you take that post down, and we'll keep you posted and updated and all that stuff. We'll send you the links. Thank you. Sure. There you go. That's it. Easy peasy. Hey, what was that? It's Facebook isn't real. Twitter isn't real. Holy shit. Social media is getting more real. There's some people that just cannot even at all take something that's from social media and want to draw it to hey, go outside and see the sun, man. Get a tan or something like that. Get some vitamin D. The vitamin D. D not being the D that you think about what Barlow said. There's some individuals that really say, oh, this is exhausting. Oh, you guys are killing me. Blah, blah, blah. You guys. Hey, just log off. Look around you. Touch grass. Talk to your friend. Talk to humans. Talk to humans. Don't jump the gun. Because sometimes, holy shit, there are some rabbit holes and conspiracy theories that I myself have been accused of, or whatever, being part of, that I didn't know was part of. And that's it. Exactly that. Susan spit the knowledge in the chats. Play straight and forward. That's it, bruh. Exactly. Baconator says the earth isn't flat. It's a dude, English is my second. Mira, cuando estás hablando inglés conmigo, escribe en español. And that way I can understand. So, there you go. All right. I'm going to close it up. You can go out. Yeah, you can go. Yeah. Pip. Yeah. You can go outside just to drink the tap. What are you talking about? You don't drink water out of the fire hose? Maybe that's what's the issue with the children's these days. They need to drink out of the fire hose. They need to eat dirt. They need to pick up roadkill off the side of the road and go, ew, like my little one does. Ew, look at this. Ew. Is it moving? You're going to poke a stick at it or something like that. The new kick right now, the little guy's doing is he's, talk to humans. You sure you want some of those signal intel people to do? Yeah. See, that's the problem, man. The social skills. Some individuals that lack social skills don't know how to interact with humans physically. And I've seen those types of individuals like you're talking about, Patrick, that will like grab somebody or touch someone or something like that. Dude, you can't just go like touching somebody's shoulder or stuff like that. Dude, you're freaking. So roadkill helper is the best. Oh man, kids are awesome when they discover stuff. Ew, look at these bugs. Ew. The new one right now is Baby Ice is showing me what to eat and not eat on trails, or not eat on in the field or something like that, because he's been watching his botany stuff and stuff they see on YouTube. So happy birthday, Ed. There you go. Okay, so real quick, let me check the freaking let's do some housekeeping. Let me check the calendar. So we shouldn't have anything on the calendar. You guys know that the station is closed. The 22nd. So this Sunday. So this is the last Monday edition for 2024. Tomorrow is going to be Pop Culture Warriors' last show for 2024, I think. I hope so. Just want to make sure we get that squared away. So the last show for Pop Culture Warriors is going to be on Tuesday for 2024. Wednesday, of course, Smoke Pit is we're still in hiatus because Radar is recuperating. So once he recoups back and is able to sit in one spot, he can do it. With Radar and TZ, of course. Thursday, myself and spanking myself for Sergeant's Time. FTX, I think this is the bye week. I think this is not a bye week. And of course, weekend co-ops with either Valor Gaming, WTF Nation Radio Gaming, or WTF Nation Gaming. Hey, what, dude? I'm almost done. Hey, dude, go back downstairs, dude. Are we open on Christmas Eve? No. We're not open on Christmas Eve. So anyways, and then Sunday is the Coach and the Asheville King Smith. Wow, man. So anywho, that's what's happening. That's what's going on. That's the last shows for 2024. We'll be closed on the 22nd. And like I said, we won't be back to the 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. When I was a kid, I learned the eggnog. Oh man, the eggnog is salmonella infested, man. Oh, come on, man. Ew, brother, what's that? Why are you saying that? Why are you even doing that? So, Baby Ice is being active. So, make sure you share, like, and follow on all of our channels, 2 Facebook pages, 2 YouTube pages, and our Twitter page. And we try to broadcast at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's see how we live right now. How many people are live right now? So yeah. All right. So I gotta get going. Baby Ice is knocking out the door, and I think the house is on fire. I'm almost done, buddy. So anywho, y'all have a good night. Share, like, and follow. Shots. See ya.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Sometimes when I look at, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, I think it's WTF Army or something.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Driving us insane. ATF 0 dark 30, no time to complain. Push-ups in the mud, feel the muscle strain. Army life is a wild ride. WTF moments can't hide. Through the fire we survive, in the ranks we thrive. It's WTF moments in the Army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find our kind. In the chaos and the fire we stand aligned. Warriors forged in the battle's bind. Hilltops in the desert, sandstorms in our eyes. Memories for breakfast, no room the night under starless skies. Brothers and sisters, we rise. Army life, it's a wild ride. WTF moments can't hide. Through the fire we survive. In the ranks we thrive. It's WTF moments in the Army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find our kind. In the chaos, in the fire we stand aligned. Warriors forged in the battle's bind. Sergeant's fury echoing in the air. Discipline and duty we all must bear. Battle bodies by our side in the fight we share. In the face of danger we dare. Army life, it's a wild ride. WTF moments can't hide. Through the fire we survive. In the ranks we thrive. It's WTF moments in the Army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find our kind. In the chaos, in the fire we stand alive. Warriors forged in the battle's bind. Flames and firefights, adrenaline's rush. Silent nights, broken by the enemy's hush. Medics on the move in the heat of the crush. In the heart of battle we trust. It's WTF moments in the Army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find out our kind. In the chaos, in the fire we stand alive. Warriors forged in the battle. Army life, it's a wild ride. WTF moments can't hide. Through the fire we survive. In the ranks we thrive. Memories in our mind. Brothers lost but never left behind. Army WTF moments in the stories we find. In the Army's embrace, we're forever entwined. It's WTF moments in the Army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find out our kind. In the chaos, in the fire we stand aligned. Warriors forged in the battle's bind. Through the smoke and the flames we rise again. In the heart of the storm we find our sin. Battle buddies by our side, our men. In the Army's legacy we transcend.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
The horse, with beauty unsurpassed, strength immeasurable, and grace unlike any other, still remains humble enough to carry a man upon its back. When a service member or first responder takes an oath, he or she has mentally and physically committed themselves with self-sacrifice. From the front lines abroad to the very streets you live on in America, they protect. This oath is non-refundable and it is lifelong. Facing unimaginable dangers and unseen scars, these grounds are a place to recover and face any challenges head-on. As veterans and first responders ourselves, we know that battle all too well. From a simple talk with a friend on horseback to an entire debrief in the barn, this sanctuary has seen recovery take place time and time again. No hour of life is wasted that is spent in a saddle. The way we approach change isn't a new phenomenon. This animal has been with humans over 5,000 years. If you've ever been around a horse for long enough, you'll feel that thing, that electric trust. In that moment, nothing else is in your mind. When they turn into you, it's like the world disappears. We harness that moment to build skills off of. Repurposing requires flexibility, adaptability, and the willingness to challenge assumptions and conventional thinking. This approach can be applied to many areas in life, including business, education, and personal growth. To ride a horse is to fly without wings. This lesson and skills learned at War Horses will help reintegrate back into daily life. You'll learn coping mechanisms, improve communication skills, trust and confidence that will help reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression. These tools can be used every day to navigate life and take on many challenges. This may involve practicing mindfulness, setting boundaries, improving communication with loved ones. Transitioning back to society is hard on your own. And when you're at War Horses, you're family, and families solve problems together.
Я батько. Я молодший брат.
Я водій маршрутки.
Я скоро одружуся. Я фанат Шахтера. Начальник отдела продаж.
Я прораб.
Я программист. Я свидетель на свадьбе.
Дядя Юра, таксист.
Я вчитель фізкультури.
Я студент-геолог.
У мене своя фірма. Я кращий друг зі школи.
Я сусід, який завжди стукає по батареї.
Я єдиний син.